Is this the end of the championship? There's now 62 points between Max and Lando. Before the race started on Sunday, I was like, here we go. Big championship swing incoming. When Max got eliminated from qualifying, he was pretty upset. He knew the task at hand starting from P17, Lando P1. Yeah, don't worry. Lando Norris bottled it before the start even began with the old aborted start mishap, and then bottled it again at the actual start. Lost P1 to George Russell and was stuck behind him. Who knows how that affected his race? If he could have driven off and had the buffer for the pit stop and would have never been behind Max Verstappen, and then just goes off at the first restart, re-loses the position to George, and then goes off again and falls down to P7. McLaren has to do a driver swap for the second time in a weekend, except this time it's for P6. It's a massive point swing in Max Verstappen's favor, a massive momentum swing. Surely, with 3 races left, unless something absolutely extreme happens, this has to be the end of the championship for Lando Norris.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is. Lando now has to outscore Max by 3 or more points to keep the championship fight alive in Vegas, which Lando hasn't always been able to do that, even when he has a faster package. One example being the weekend we just watched. Again, weather was involved and all that kind of stuff, but still, I think it's over. I mean, we were looking at potentially having if Max didn't score points on Sunday and Lando won and got the fastest lap, that could be an 18-point gap. He was, I think, down to 44 points after the sprint on Sunday. Or on Saturday, excuse me. And then, potentially being an 18-point gap at the end of Sunday if Max didn't score. But now it's a 62-point gap. Yeah, that's crazy. Lando, I mean, it's going to have to be 3 DNFs and 3 Lando wins, essentially.
Pretty much.
Pretty close to it. So the championship is definitely over. Max Verstappen is a deserving world champion, and 4 in a row.
Yeah, well, it would have to be like 3 DNFs and wins, because 3 second places would not do it for Lando Norris at this point. That would be 54 points, 57 with the fastest laps. So yeah, he's gonna
literally 3 wins, or
he's gonna need to win out, and for Max Verstappen to show up with like an RB6 for the last 3 Grand Prix and see what happens.